A son and daughter-in-law both were taking their mother to an old age home. So someone asked, "Why are you taking your mother to old age home?" He said, "My mother and my wife don't get along." So people asked his wife, "Why? She is your mother-in-law. Why are you going to leave her at old age home?" She told her husband, "Either you keep your mother or keep me. Otherwise, I'll go." Think that every daughter-in-law says same to her husband that whether you keep your mother or me, then you too will become mother-in-law tomorrow. Tomorrow you too will have to pass through that stage. Then in old age, support is needed. Support is needed in old age. Only then children start leaving their mother and mother-in-law. Then again tomorrow, how many of you are here today? Even a small child will be old tomorrow, isn't it? As many as daughter-in-laws is here, make them understand, my mother, that these daughter-in-law will also become mother-in-law at some point. If their daughter-in-law would say, whether you keep your mother or us to your son, then the world would be spoiled. So woman should never put such a condition with her husband, whether keep us or keep your mother. It is the responsibility of a man to keep his wife happy and also to keep his mother happy. The mother who raised us only for this day, gave you milk, taught you to walk with a finger, that if you grow up, you will be the support of old age. And today, some daughter-in-law says that you keep your mother or us. You must see your son's face. His daughter-in-law will also come. God milks grind slow, my mother, but sure. God. When God comes to take revenge, God sticks has no sound. Even you couldn't cry when you will be beaten by God. So, wrong should not happen with anyone. No need to build an old age home if all the daughter-in-law of our India start fulfilling their responsibility. So what is the need of old age homes? Old age homes are being built for this, that the daughter-in-law are not doing their duties. Now talk about sons. Today's men, not all. Some men are so lustful. This man is worse than a pig. He is roaming behind the slightest pleasure of the wife's pleasure as the tail of the wife. Wife says, "Leave your mother." So man says, "Okay, whatever you will say, my dear." And he leaves his mother. There are so many sons who brought their mother to Gauri Gopal Ashram and said, "Maharaji, please keep our mother." We said, "Why don't you keep?" They said, "My wife and my mother can't get along." So I said, "Bring your wife, send wife to the ashram. Why are you sending your mother? You will keep wife in the house and mother in ashram. You fool." Walks behind wife. We don't say, "Leave your wife." But is this religion to leave mother? Make understand to your wife that you have to serve your mother-in-law. You will have to follow daughter-in-law religion and wife religion too. A woman should never put this question with a man that keep your mother or keep us, or keep me, keep your mother-in-law. Such daughter-in-law is not suitable for our country. This is not the culture of our country. In our country, mother-in-law always treated like a mother. There is also the religion of mother-in-laws that you too pamper her. Sometimes mother-in-law also do big mistakes. She keeps taunting her that what have you learnt from your father's house? In the first 2 or 4 years, you taunt a lot. Then the daughter-in-law thinks in her mind, okay, old lady, be more old, then I'll see you. Then I'll take revenge of your every words. Keep taunting. Glass broken. Your parents only taught this. She learnt and said, okay, old lady, just wait. So the mother-in-law's fault is also there. A mother-in-law told me, a mother-in-law came to me from one place. She said, Maharaji, my daughter-in-law gives bread to me like a dog. Hey lady, eat it. Throws like a dog to me. So I asked, is your daughter-in-law not educated? Maharaj, she is well educated and well cultured. If she is cultured, so why like dogs? So during weeping, mother-in-law said, fault is mine. What is your fault? Told, I have only son. My husband, I and my husband, my son always used to obey me. So many times I said to my son to scold on my daughter-in-law. If the daughter-in-law makes a minor mistake, so I used to get her beaten by my son. Then he used to slap her. The poor daughter-in-law bear it silently. I had post, I had full money, all safe of home. I was the owner. So I used to get her beaten badly. I enjoyed. But I didn't know that I'll have to suffer it in same birth. Some 1.5 years before my husband passed away. When I lost my husband, I got alone. At first, it was proud of husband that husband is mine. Woman's strength is man's only. My husband passed away. Now it is auspicious for the son to get everything. The keys of the safe and business went to daughter-in-law. Now I became zero. Now my daughter-in-law says me everything which I said to my daughter-in-law. Same as I used to say to her. As I used to say her. Same. It's like I am getting my own words back. I said, Mother, you know well, whatever you say in the well, the same outflow comes out from the well. This world is round. The earth is round. Just what will you say? What will you treat with others? Sooner or later, it will happen with you. God milks grind slow but sure. Now you are getting bread like a dog, so you will pay for your sins. As you sow, that's why I say to mother-in-law, don't show your more arrogance. That my daughter-in-law has just arrived, every time passing comment, every time scold. You don't scold your daughter and get her swinging in the swing. And to her you wash dishes and clothes. Hey, keep her like a daughter too. Relations can't be one-sided. Daughter-in-law are responsible to love mother-in-law like mother. And mother-in-laws like daughter. Who is your own daughter? She will come a little bit late when you die. If you ask water at that time, then she will only give. If relation is good, otherwise you will die thirsty. Because mothers have so much proud on daughters that there is my daughter. Will your daughter come from 100 km far to give you water? You talk like crazy, mother. Make your own daughter-in-law to be a daughter. Treat her well. We don't say spoil the behavior with daughter. Love daughter too. She is the peace of your heart. Do love. But daughter-in-law is also your. Why, mother? Isn't she your? Isn't her happiness your happiness? Isn't her sorrow your sorrow? Daughter-in-law hasn't come from sky. Someone's daughter became daughter-in-law after marriage. Someone's daughter is called some other's daughter-in-law. Daughter-in-laws do not dripping from sky. Daughter is daughter-in-law. So she should also get love of daughter, and I request to all daughter-in-laws, serve your mother-in-law, respect her, obey her. God cares little bit of everyone. May your bedtime not come. Beware little bit, because maybe you forget my words. Maybe you forget my words. Maybe I forget your word. Maybe you forget your neighbor's word. Maybe your neighbor forget your words. Maybe husband forget wife words. Maybe wife forget husband's word. Son forgets mother's word. Mother forgets son's word. But whatever behavior I did with you, God never forget my mother. You will definitely get result of it. Maybe now or later, but you will get definitely. How much time will it take? Only God knows. God mills grind slow. Ahead you say. Mother, what discussion is going on? Okay, it's going on that we said such things to her. Has your mother taught you to make raw bread? Took half-cooked chapati. Forget to add salt. This is what your mother taught. If she forget to add salt, then tell her that you should add salt. If the bread is raw, tell her, daughter, the bread is raw. Now you taunt, your parents have taught you this only. If you more taunt to girls, she bears, but later on she makes a point of it. Hey old lady, stop. There will be pain in your feet sometime. I will break your legs. Then don't blame my daughter-in-law is not good, Maharaj Ji. You were not also good when you became mother-in-law, so be a good mother-in-law. Be a good mother-in-law. Who will be a good mother-in-law among you since today? Be a good quality and branded mother-in-law, not a cheapest one. Who will be a branded mother-in-law? Raise your hand. Hey my mother, raise your hand. Raise hand. Who will be a good mother-in-law since today? You are not raising your hand, mother. Doesn't matter. Raise your hand. Mother, oh mother, raise your hand. Be a VIP and branded mother-in-law, not a cheapest one, who is giving taunt every time. Okay, this time mother raised hand. Now you will be a branded daughter-in-law. Who will become a branded daughter-in-law? Your quality should be good. Daughter-in-law will raise hand, who will always serve their mother-in-law, husband, who will fulfill duty of mother, daughter-in-law, wife and household. So who will become a branded one and do work perfectly? Raise your hand, daughter-in-law. Will you not raise your hand? Who are you? Have you become mother-in-law? So now you are not daughter-in-law. Do you have mother-in-law? So you are daughter-in-law. Raise hand that you will become a good daughter-in-law. Mother, raise hand. Become good daughter-in-law. You are not raising your hand. Be a branded daughter-in-law of good quality, not a third quality like China. Whenever she wants packing bag and running here and there. If it spoils, it cannot be repaired. Mother, which one you are? Local or branded? So since today you will have to become a good mother-in-law and good daughter-in-law. Whatever relationship you have, treat that relationship very honestly and responsibly. And it should keep like a mother and daughter. Isn't she is my mother and daughter? All poor men get happy. Today or yesterday, a gentleman said to me, maybe he is sitting here. Today or yesterday, one gentleman said that there is no sorrow in my life. I earn good enough, have good name, fame, respect in market, and have good children and wife, have everything. But there is only one sorrow. My mother and my wife don't get along. I used to live very sad. Earn good, eat good, everything is fine. But I am telling a right thing that 95 out of 100 poor men are grinding in the matter of daughter-in-law and mother-in-law. We will grind with wheat. Like that man grinds between them. It is you, this brother told me. Okay, you are sitting. Where is your wife and mother sitting? This is the mother. Wife did not come. She is at home. She is listening. Okay. So his complaint is, I have everything, food and drink. God has given everything. All kinds of fun. Only if husband, mother and daughter-in-law start living with love, so it will be assumed that we are living in heaven. My mother, this is the only pain of man from all of you. If you can accept, so accept. Why does man get attacked soon? You fight, the poor man dies. He gets heart attack. You women don't get attacked in domestic quarrels because whatever you want, you speak. First fought with mother-in-law and tell your mother on phone. You talked for 1 hour, your tension finished. Man is like that who doesn't tell to anyone. Do you know? I am talking about whole world. In the comparison, men get many times more attack than women. Women will get 1% attack out of 100. So men will get 99% attack out of 100. Is this true? You must have heard man gets attack more than women. Is this true or not? Say yes or no. Yes. So do you know why the attack comes? Because if a woman is feeling sad, she reduces her grief by sharing someone like mom, neighbor, friend, etc. But man is man. He must drink a sip of sorrow, but doesn't say. If you both will fight, so the poor man will get tensed because of you. If he takes mother side, so wife is upset, and take wife side, then mother. I took care of you and grown you up, and you are taking your wife side. And if the son takes mother side, then wife shows her eyes. You married me and promised to live for 7 births and left me alone. Then what does the man think? Hey God, pick me up, pick me. And in tension, he gets attack. Can't even tell anyone about his home. So you want that your husband get attack? If not, so you both don't fight. You always be a blessed married woman if you live with love. If you fight too much, then the man get tensed. And habit is that he doesn't share with anyone. Keeps dying inside because of suffocation. And one day he finally passed away. My mother, this worry burns you like a termite and makes a person hollow from inside. The man may be who eats and drinks well, but if he has tension, he dies soon. And the one who is tension free, maybe he is eating salt and bread, he lives happily, he doesn't have any disease. So tension is depression. What is depression? Nowadays 20% out of 100 people are in depression. Doctor is giving medicines continuously, but there is no medicine for depression. Yet you are eating and getting another side effect from that medicine. More diseases are occurring, and if we again take medicines for it, the new side effect occurs and became a home of diseases. That's why I join my hand. Please have some mercy on your husband. My mother, don't fight at all.